Hey everybody, it's Nikki here with your Abolitionist news you can use for June 14th, 2010 with our co-host Tita. That's my chihuahua. Today we're going to be going over a movie, doing a little movie review. And the movie that we are going to do is called Very Young Girls. And it's a documentary that is put out by the GEMS organization, which is the Girls Education and Mentoring Services, run by a woman who is an absolute hero of mine. Her name is Rachel Lloyd. Rachel Lloyd is a woman who was living in the life of prostitution and was able to pull herself out and start an organization with absolutely nothing but a computer. I think she says a computer and $50 in her apartment. So from that has sprung this wonderful organization, and this was their debut film. It was produced in 2007 and made its debut at the Toronto International Film Festival, where it got rave reviews, and it has moved on to be a featured film in many of the film festivals throughout the world. So it's highly acclaimed, great movie. A little bit more about GEMS is they basically take girls who have either been sent to them by the courts, they're in New York, and they take these girls that have either been sent to them by the courts or rescued off the street, and they help them to rehab back into society, give them what they need, whether it be education, health services, mental health services, redocumentation, because often their documents have been stolen by their pimps. And it's an absolutely wonderful organization, and Very Young Girls basically shows day to day what they do and how they do it. It centers on, I think, 6 or 7 girls who are living in the GEMS house, and their struggles and their fights to stay out of the life of prostitution when it's so easy to be dragged back in. It also goes into the United States justice system and how these girls are often treated as criminals rather than victims, when in any other circumstance they would have been too young to consent to sex, but they are being charged with charges of prostitution. And it follows a few different court cases, and I think that it is really important because it shows, kind of where the United States stands as far as our prosecution of prostituted women. And rather than going after the traffickers and the pimps, a lot of the times it's the girls who are the ones who get caught, and they are the ones who are punished. So it opens some eyes there. It also really goes into prostitution as a choice. And many people think that it is a choice to enter into selling your body for money. And I think that this movie does a really good job of showing that it isn't often a choice. Whether these women, girls, were sexually abused before they entered into the life. And it also shows the relationship between the girls and their pimps. A lot of people think that the pimp and hoe culture is something that is cartoonish. It's not real, and this movie does a really good job of showing that it is real. There's video of 2 men who were later prosecuted for pimping, and they decided to be geniuses and videotape themselves going out and trying to get some girls. And the words that they use are things that people would joke about in a rap video, thinking, oh, that doesn't really happen, but it is. These girls are nothing to them. They're bitches and hoes, and they're nothing but a commodity. It's a body to be sold for them to, make money. And often people, have asked, why don't these girls just leave their pimps? Why don't they go, go home? Often there is no home to go to. Either their parents are on drugs or beat them, or, maybe they're homeless. And then also there's the draw from their captors, which are their pimps. It shows in the movie. It shows one girl who is living in the house and doing a really good job of rehabbing herself, and it shows her when she gets a phone call from her pimp, and within 30 seconds she's putty in his hands again, and it's, baby, I love you, I know, it's me and you against the world, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking to see that, you know, and the control that that man has over her, and that's, you know, usually the case. So it's a great movie. You should definitely go out and get a copy. You can either get a copy from Netflix, that was where I originally saw it. It is available there. It is also available on the GEMS organization website, which the address is www.gems-girls.org, and you can, I believe, watch it on there. I don't know if you can download a copy or not. But anyways, definitely check it out. Again, it's very young girls, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out some abolitionist news you can use. Thanks.